course, we're talking about former Diamondbacks ace and now back with the club as a reliever. Still got the red beard. It's Ian Kennedy. It's good to see you, man. How have you been?
A little more gray in there.
Just a little. Just a little. You're fine.
I texted him, congratulations, when he signed with the D-backs. Like, yeah, we're still doing the show all these years later.
Come on, don't lie. He said, new phone, who dis?
Same phone number. Hasn't changed. I'm like, yep, 25 years. We're still doing this show. Here we are. How's it feel to be back?
It's good. I just keep telling people that a lot of really good memories in this clubhouse and this team, and wearing this uniform. It's a little different, but not much. I'm glad they changed it back to closer to what it is now.
Yeah.
I wasn't a fan of the change a couple years ago, but being here, being in this clubhouse, it's a lot of good baseball memories in here.
You had 3 opening day starts here?
Yeah.
What do you remember? What's your most fondest memory of getting was it Gibby that told you got the opening day start, the first one?
The first one was in Colorado. That was probably the first one. That was in that was 11. So
2011. That was the year you guys went to the playoffs.
Yeah, that was a really fun time. Probably that first one because we ended up winning and playing against Ubaldo. He had a great year before that, and it was going to be a tough one. But it was that's probably the one. The next year was against the Giants. And the year after that was against, who was it? Oh, St. Louis. That was a good start.
3 opening day starts. Now you're a reliever, which we'll talk about in a second. But, I mean, here you are. If I would have told you back in 2010, 11, and you'll still be pitching in 2022, would you have bought that? That's a long time to pitch.
I know, it is a long time. I would have said, the cocky side of me would have said yes. But then I thought I would have been starting.
Yeah.
But, I mean, just to play through the whole season, like through all those times, to realize how hard it is to do that, makes me more appreciative that I'm still here. I'm playing. I mean, Mark and I got drafted together, and to be in the bullpen with him, setting up for him is, it's pretty cool. Not many people could say that, and we were our first roommates professionally, and so there's a lot of cool things that kind of come full circle a little bit all around. And not many guys play till they're 37, so I'll take it.
Yeah. Ian Kennedy, our guest here on the Burns and Gambo show on this opening day. You mentioned mostly good memories when you walk in the room. I mean, I know ball players, and you hop around, right? You're in this city, you're in that city, you're with this team, you're with that team. Is it when you think back to your days with the Diamondbacks, do you think about that 22-win season? Do you think about that playoff run? Do you think about Gibby? What sort of, when you think about your first run, what do you sort of think about from your time here?
I think anytime I watch a playoff game, I think of that time us playing in Milwaukee. That was my only time I ever really had a chance to play in the playoffs and actually be a part of it. Yankees, I was never on the roster, and then when I got here, and 11 was, my first start in Milwaukee was, new to a lot of us. There was a lot of guys. Me and Daniel Hudson, we never pitched in the playoff game. A lot of us had career years, and it took that for us to make it that far. And I thought that was going to be I thought we were going to play a little bit longer.
Yeah.
I get it's a little sensitive to me because there's a certain someone who got suspended and got.
Oh,
during
yeah.
the time.
I remember a certain somebody who got suspended during. Yeah. I
well, he got suspended a couple years later, but.
Does that still bring up bad memories?
Yes.
A little bit.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
as it should. I'm not judging. I'm just asking.
Literally,
Was that the FedEx guy's fault?
Yeah, that was
the one that was the FedEx guy.
It was all the FedEx guy's fault.
The FedEx guy. Yes.
When in doubt, throw the FedEx guy under the bus and push with both hands.
So that still bothers you?
Yeah, because literally every run I gave up that playoff series, even Huddy too,
was to him.
He was either on base or he was at the plate. So. Yeah,
you would have bad memories.
There's a lot of people that are pretty pissed off about that, and we were the ones affected by it.
I got to ask you, you obviously faced him after that, right?
Yeah.
Did you hit him?
No.
You never had the desire, like, you know what, you son of a gun, man, you took my opportunity to win a playoff game away.
I never took it that far, but I just
did it cross your mind?
No.
It never crossed your mind?
I faced him a couple times, but it's never. No. Just want to get him out.
All right. Okay.
Ian Kennedy, our guest here on the Burns and Gambo show. 2009.
I know what you would do.
Oh.
Well, I know Gibby used to tell you guys, I'll tell you when to hit somebody. It's on me, not on you. I'll tell you when to hit somebody. I would have thought that anger, obviously it's still there, would have been like, you know what, I'm going to get you once, man.
A little more bitter than anything, but it's not. Yeah.
It's nice to know after all these years you still know him as well. You know, you know what?
I was a boxer.
Forget the new phone who diss line. You know him very, very well. Yeah, he would have hit the guy. 2019, you make the transition to full-time reliever. For you, was that you probably wanted to be a starter as long as you possibly could. How has that reinvented your career, reinvigorated your career, allowed you to come back here? You've been very successful now as a reliever. How was that at that point in your career necessary for you to make that transition?
Yeah, I think I viewed it as a demotion. I always thought starting was what I wanted to do, and honestly, I kept getting little nagging injuries, which in 17 I got a groin injury, and I pitched with it, which was dumb. 18 is when I hurt my oblique. And I was like, okay, I guess I can't do this. Like, okay, I got to pitch different. I had to learn a cutter. So then I learned a cutter and a sinker when I was on the DL back then. And I trained in the off season a little bit differently, because it was all these little nagging little injuries that I talked to our PT. I was like, I need to pitch a little longer. Like, I joked with him. I said, if you get me another contract after this, you can have the keys to my farm. You can hunt there anytime you want.
Has he taken advantage of that?
He goes, deal. And he knew he had access anytime he wanted anyways. But I was just fed up with little injuries like that. And I was like, I know what I'm capable of when I'm healthy. And so fast forward a little deep into the offseason, Dayton Moore brought it up to me. He said, hey, what do you think about going to the bullpen? And I didn't want to do it. And I didn't want to do it. But at the end, I was like, wait, is this my choice or is it you telling me? He's like, no, we need to make a decision. So that whole spring, I didn't know in 19 until the last 6 days of camp. They told me I'm going to the bullpen. I was like, okay, well, I want to know because this is two different types of pitching.
Kind of what just happened to Luke Weaver.
Yeah. But they told me, you're going to pitch in the back end. I don't know what Luke's going to do. He might go more innings. But I built up to 75 pitches for 3 outings in a row. And I'm like, why are you stopping at 75? Like, Duffy's hurt. I'm going to go as long as I can. And they're like, well, we're going to move you to the bullpen. I was like, okay. Well, I've been waiting for either tell me what I'm going to do, if I'm going to be a 1 inning or 1+ guy or a 5, like a starter. There's 2 different ways to do it. And so when I did it, I was like, you know what? All right, that's fine. And I went in there and they put me the first game. I was pitching the 8th inning. It was a close game. The second game, I closed. I was not ready for that. I thought they had Brad Boxberger who was closing here next year, and I thought, okay, well, this is weird. And then I came in to save the 4th game 4, blew that one in a matter of 5 pitches, and I was like, all right, this sucks. This is one of the worst feelings, and I still didn't have an out, and I got out of it. And I remember walking up, and I'm thinking, that was a terrible feeling. I don't want to do that again. But the good thing is I got to do it tomorrow. But the transition, to do something for so long and start my whole life, basically, the one way, and now doing something completely different is kind of refreshing and cool. Cal Eldred was right. It's reinvigorated my career. Like, it's not many people are signing. At the time, I would have been a free agent at 36. 36-year-old starters, unless they're Max Scherzer, unless they're guys like that, level. And for me to pitch at where I'm at now, like, it's a lot of fun. So that's why I like it.
Leave me with this, because I still talk to Huddy on a regular basis. We remained close. Did you go to Huddy for advice, who made the transition from starter to reliever before you, to get any ideas on, hey, man, because he's still successful, he's still pitching. Mm-hmm. I know 3-4 years ago, it was like, get one more year. If I get one more year, he keeps getting one more year. Yeah. Did you talk to him about the transition at all?
Huddy and I are really close too, but I never really asked him. I asked guys who were there. I asked Wade Davis. I asked Greg Holland, and probably my closest friend, Luke Hochaver, who I've known for 15 years now. I asked him, and he was just happened to be there while I found out. And I was like, dude, what do I do? Like, how do I approach it this way? Hey, Greg, how did you play? I just happened to play golf with him the next day. How did you prepare to, like, some of the questions, like, how do you play catch before the game? Those are little things I had questions about, and just took that advice and kind of I still apply it today.
Yeah. Ian, it was really nice seeing you. Welcome back. I'm sure we'll catch up with you at some point during the season. Enjoy opening day and all the festivities. We'll catch up soon, all right?
I appreciate you guys. Thanks.